Now we are going into speed regulation. So a DC motor is rotating, right? So I'm going to see what all parameters can change the speed of my DC motor. Okay. So see here in the induced EMF expression, phi Z NP by 60A. A is constant. A is the number of parallel paths. P is the number of poles. Okay. And Z is the number of conductors. So A, P, Z all are going to be constant. For a DC motor, you cannot change that. So I can write the product combination ZP by A will be a constant. 60 is also constant. So I can simplify this expression EB as EB is equal to K N phi. So K is a constant comprising of A, Z, P and 60. Phi is the flux per core and N is the rotation, speed of rotation of the motor. Okay, see here K is equal to ZP by 60A. See, I am grouping all the constant terms to be a single constant term K. And why I am doing that, you will understand the reason. So I am substituting this value of EB in the in the voltage equation of DC motor. See this equation, V is equal to EB plus IARA. So V is equal to KN phi plus IARA. From this, if you rearrange, find the expression for N. So take this IARA to other side. So V minus IARA equal to Kn phi. So N is equal to V minus IARA by K phi. Okay, N is the speed of rotation of your motor, and this IARA is the voltage drop. You know, it is the loss, or I can call it as a voltage drop, which is very, very small. So I'm going to neglect that. It is, see here, it is less than 5%. So I'm going to neglect this minus RA, IARA. So N will be approximately V by K phi. Or I can say N is proportional to V by K phi if I remove this constant of proportionality K. So finally, I can say speed is proportional to the applied voltage and speed is proportional to 1 by flux. So speed depends on two terms. One is the applied voltage V and another one is the flux generated because of the applied voltage. For applied voltage, it is directly proportional. For the flux, it is going to be inversely proportional. Okay, so this is the relation between speed, voltage, and flux. N is proportional to V by phi. Please remember this very, very clearly. So when you are going to load your DC motor, definitely speed will be reduced. You see, you take example of a car. Assume that when the car is in a workshop where nobody is sitting inside the car will be rotating, the wheels will be rotating at full speed. Naturally, when the car is occupied by 5 people, the speed of the car will be reduced because of loading. When this happens to the motor also, when the motor is mechanically loaded, the speed is going to naturally reduced. So if N0 represents the no load speed and NF represents the full load speed, then the speed regulation is given by no load minus full load by full load. Definitely no load speed will be always the highest, full load speed will be always the smallest one. So I'll be subtracting N0 minus NF. Similar to how we have seen regulation in transformer, in DC motors, we will not have voltage regulation. We will have what is called as speed regulation. Speed regulation is variation of speed of a DC motor when I'm going to move from no load to full load condition. So no load, I will be having maximum speed. Full load, I will be having little bit lesser than the no load speed. So N0 minus NF by NF will be the percentage speed regulation of a DC motor. Is that clear? Any doubt you have so far, you can ask. Any doubts, please unmute and ask if you